the fellow panelists on the show. Look, I've just got one thing to say, and as you know, anyone who's heard from me, it's going to be a 3-horse race this season. It's interesting to hear from my learned friend from Liverpool talking about Henderson. As long as Henderson's in that midfield, then I think it's open season for the rest of the league, to be honest. So I'm excited at what. Yeah, look, my prediction is that Spurs is going to win a major trophy this season. I can see Spurs either winning the Prem or the Champions League.
Oh no! Welcome back to another stream. Yes, it's been a long time. Deji had to, I had to play the clip of Deji, but it just had to be done, man. It had to be done. But listen, we're back with another game week preview for this weekend. And yeah, man, let's start at the guest, man, because let's get forward. Let's get straight into it. So we got Manny, co-host Manny. How you doing, Manny?
Yeah, good. And listen, if you want to play that clip of Deji, you need to invite him on the show and then play that clip. He's on another stream. I think that was a cheap shot. But in as much as I'd like to laugh at Tottenham, I mean, there's another school of thought: beware the wounded. Just when you think they're down and out, they could come back and surprise you. But also, having said that, it wouldn't surprise me if they ended up, writing off this season completely and losing a few games. I think Conte's decided that he is done with this club, so it will be interesting to see who they bring in and attempt to try to pick up the pieces and move forward. Anyone but Mourinho, as far as I'm concerned.
100%. Let's start. I think we've got Sonny, that sports guy. He's been traveling everywhere. He's been at Old Trafford. He's been everywhere. But how you doing, Sonny?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. As you can tell, and as you can see as well, I am tired. Went to the Man United game yesterday. It was a long one, but I'm good. I'm happy to be on Always Talk Football again. Speaking all things football, good to see Manny as well, the man himself, the legend himself, and of course Always. So yeah.
Always good to have you back. And
CFC OG, nice. How you doing?
Yes. Big up, everyone. Big up, man. Thanks for the invite. Happy to see the gang here. Chop up some good old football talk. And as for Deji, he's cool. He'll be cool. So I know he's on Tony's show right now, but I was gonna open the segment with where's the Tottenham fans, but after that I see why. Oh,
I'm back. Oh, no.
For a second, I thought you were adding another Tottenham fan. I was like, oh, he's gonna get a Tottenham fan in.
No, I'm back. I just had to switch to the mobile, but yeah. Nice, how you doing? Because I didn't hear you because I think I cut off. But how you doing?
Yeah, I said big up, man. I said Deji's usually cool and stuff like that, man. I've asked him myself, but I'll say usually you have more than one Tottenham fan. Usually you have 2 or 3. I'm shocked they're not right here tonight.
I literally DM'd them. They said, nah.
I know you did.
No, because OG, listen. Here's the thing. I think I love Orest a great deal, but sometimes the anti-Tottenham banter that goes on is a little bit unbearable. So it's only natural that some people might not be willing to take it. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not too fond of engaging in banter with anyone, because karma, it really is the B word, as Sheldon Cooper would memorably say. And if you are eager to dish out that banter, you've got to be willing to, front up and take it when it's given back to you in good measure or even double measure. And if you can't handle it, then, I mean, it's a universal creed. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. But more importantly, people who live in glass domiciles should not be throwing projectiles.
Exactly. We do have another Chelsea fan, JPT. How you doing?
Oh yes, my brother JP.
Big up,
bro.
Big up, man. It's been a while. Big up, Sandy. Big up, Manny. F yours. No, but what Manny said is true. That's why I've been precautious to give any trash talk to Spurs fans, because for a long time, OG can attest to this. We are seeing breaking news. We also, what happens? We actually won 2 games in a row. So we're just like, right now we're not gonna give any bad karma out there. So Spurs fans take care, and then the good whoever's watching above is just gonna keep rewarding that good karma. So let's just hope. But man, it's good. It's good to be back.
Let's go through obviously the comments because there being quite a few. Graham already saying can't wait to enjoy watching the count of 7 Up already. Can you, Graham, just chill out, man. Just chill out, man.
Graham, mate, you're not even a Liverpool fan, yeah? I mean, you need to make sure you've earned the right to have that sort of banter. Love you as you know, top bloke, but you might need to tone it down, yeah?
What fantasy?
Arsenal.
Oh,
Drink it anyway, fam. Drink it. Better than Sprite.
As Arsenio could have probably attested this, as Chris Jericho would say, drink it in, man.
Exactly.
Legend.
Ryan says, hey, big up to Ryan, man.
Big up, man.
Ryan, I'm wearing Huddersfield blue just for you.
Exactly. So make sure you guys do subscribe to that channel. Ryan says, don't forget everyone, smash the likes, guys. Come on. Get the likes up. Go subscribe to, obviously, JBT, Sally's channel, and Naz as well. Chelsea fan says, yeah, big up, man. Big up, Chelsea fan. Luke says, hi. Says, we got Sumo. Okay, Luke. Yeah, you did say that. All right. Astro says, yes, RS, big up to you. Hashim, big up to you. Red Devils TV, even to you. And Ryan says, yes, man, you love it. And yeah, man. Guys, how's everyone feeling tonight, man? Obviously, Arsenal, Chelsea, we're both doing, I would say all right. Obviously yesterday, Arsenal 2-2, may not got 4-1. Chelsea 2 wins in a row. How's everyone today?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that with Chelsea, you are now discovering the value of winning ugly, and you've got to win ugly, because I'll tell you what, Aston Villa are behind you only on goal difference. And you've got the likes of Fulham above you, Brentford above you. So West London bragging rights are now with the two smaller teams. So that's how you've fallen. It's how you're going to get back up, which will be a good test. But just in case you think I'm about to crow, given that we're still top of the league, we now have a situation where we might have to field a patched up team for Fulham as well. Because we got a few injuries, thankfully or not, and Nketiah's gone. But we also lost Trossard. I don't even know if he's going to be fit to play this weekend. And, if Tierney is out with the flu and Zinchenko still can't defend, we have the prospect of having 2 left backs to potentially play, neither of whom can really defend. So I don't want to even start singing that ridiculous song about how Super Mick Arteta knows exactly what we need. Because if he knew exactly what we need, he would have insisted that we got a top striker, for crying out loud. But he didn't.
What, you weren't impressed by yesterday's results?
What did
you guys on a comeback? You were 2-0 down.
We were saved from defeat by an own goal, and we could very easily have lost 3-1. It reminds me of when Scotland played Iran in the 1978 World Cup. They were managed by a certain Alistair Reid MacLeod. And that fellow had the temerity to tell a group of supporters and others that they were going to Argentina to win that World Cup, or at least come back with a medal. And of course, given that they were the only team from the UK to qualify for that tournament, obviously the grudging support from the entire British Isles was with them at the time. But they began their campaign in the worst possible manner, losing 3-1 to a Peru side, which was inspired by Teofilo Cubillas, and then drawing 1-1 against Iran, the lightweights of Iran, thanks to an own goal, was even worse. To think that an own goal saved them from going out of the tournament early. Another of their players ended up rightly or wrongly being testing positive for illegal drugs and being sent home. And they had the daunting task of beating the all-conquering Dutch side, which went on to reach the final that year too, by 3 goals to ensure that they would qualify. And as Sod's Law would have it, they went up 3-1 with Archie Gemmell scoring a worldie. But just when they were looking for... love you back, Ryan. Really, I mean it. But just when Scotland were looking for that goal which would send them through, they left themselves open at the back. Johnny Rep scored to make it 3-2 to Scotland, and Scotland crashed out. I realised I was waffling on, but it's just a reminder that we can't rest on our laurels, and we have to be a little bit more measured in how we in our performances. In as much as we came back, let's not forget that we took the lead, then allowed them to equalise and allowed them to take a lead, and they could have scored a third if Paulinho hadn't completely mucked up that shot. And then it was an own goal which made it a draw. Yes, we have to play the second league at the Emirates. Yes, we've got two. They've got two of their starters now suspended, Quates and another fella, I forgot his name. But we're based on that performance. If Arteta doesn't shape up tactically, we might not even win the Europa League this year.
Well, you're not going to win it. You're not going to win it. Just like that Scotland story, you're going to crash out. Man United will win it.
So we'll see, man. We'll see. Ashton says, breaking news, Chelsea fans. Chelsea amongst other Premier League clubs have made contact with the... Yeah, listen. I don't know if Naz or JBT.
Rafael Vega. Yeah. But anyway, if I could just conclude, you know, this weekend is going to be key. We need a win at Craven Cottage, and that won't be guaranteed. So to any of these toxic...
Save a prediction.
Yeah. 2-1 to the Arsenal. We need this win.
Let's save your prediction for
But anyway, let me just finish by saying that we need to win. We need to win our remaining games. Nothing can be taken for granted. So to all of you Arsenal fans who dare to come at me and once again criticize me, in the words of your beloved boss, shut your mouth and eat it.
Yeah. All right. See, we're going to do a score prediction for this game. Bournemouth, Liverpool. I think 2-0 Liverpool for me. Money.
3-1 Liverpool.
Sunny.
Yeah, 3-1 Liverpool. I agree with Manny.
JBT.
2-1 Liverpool.
And Naz.
You know, I could have gotten a Liverpool guy if you asked beforehand. But I reckon they'll smash them again. They'll go for like 4-1, 5-1. They go for 5-1. What was it last time? 9-1 or 9-0?
9-0.
9-0. Exactly. So who knows what can happen? So yeah, let's move on. Now we can obviously talk general now. Leicester City versus Chelsea. Hey, JBT, man. 2 wins in a row. Is Potter cooking at Chelsea?
I'm still not convinced if he is or not. I haven't seen him in the kitchen too often to be cooking. But right now, we had the Champions League magic that, like I said earlier to you on Lucas' stream. We tend to have that magic and like that extra boost whenever it's a Champions League game. We always tend to do better. And I'm sure OG would attest to that as well. But right now, we're having some defensive depth issues with Silva being out, James being reported ill. N'Golo Kante is still not cleared out yet. And did we pick up another person out since did Potter say anything else?
No, but I would have liked to have seen Kante start, man. I was hoping he comes back against his former club.
Yeah,
you know, almost like a ritual.
I thought the 11th was his expected return date, and now I guess it's being delayed.
I mean, we're definitely not. We hold the record for flipping the most players that are re-injured, so we don't want to add him to that record, you know. So I reckon there's been extra antsy about it. Or with Reece James gone, and I didn't even discuss what illness it was, but I'm guessing some kind of cold or fever. But with Reece James gone, I could probably see Chalobah or someone like that. But I'm just not that worried, just because for me, Thiago Silva being injured, it means that he can't, you know, Koulibaly can't play with him. So Koulibaly, he's better there without Thiago. It's almost like someone made a mention of it. It's like having 2 balls in one den. You can't really have, you got to have one ball and a lot of just like whatever, female cows, whatever they're called. But we need Koulibaly. Yeah, he's the ball. And Fofana and Balashaw is like the YG. They're the youngers. Let them kind of, you know, let him dictate and deal with it and cover his little holes. But again, Cucurella, if he plays how he played, then, you know, we're good, man. We're good, man. Him and Chilwell on that left side, that might just be the formula.
he was in rare form versus Dortmund. I have not seen Cucurella play like that since maybe at Brighton. He hasn't had a game like that all season with us. But we'll see. I mean, right now, Chilwell is also doing his thing too. Right now, he's looking like our preferred person to take corner kicks, set pieces. He's been making ideal passes. Like he had Sterling, beautiful pass straight to him. Just he only hit it on the front one time, but he still managed to get the goal in. It's but that right side is going to be a little bit questioned because with Aspie, I think he's still injured too, and now James is supposed to be sick. We're going to probably trust Ruben Loftus-Cheek as our right wing back if we go playing back to a back three. I don't think we're going to go back to the back four and have Chalobah play as a right back. I don't think we'll, unless it's worst comes to worst, like another knock or something, or someone else gets sick. But do you think Havertz also probably found a little bit of his form back? Because he looked confident in the Dortmund game. Like the lead up to the first goal was, I was like, okay, there's a little silkiness in that German still, but
yeah, you see the way he played. He played almost like he doesn't need to score. He's like, I don't need to. Both the goals that he could have scored were not strikers' goal. They were from more midfield. They were both from outside the box. One was offside, right, and the other just hit the bar and came back out. So I thought, oh, he's actually playing like a midfielder in a way. Even the way he's passing, he's like, okay, I don't need to score the goals. I'm taking that pressure off me now. So maybe he can start playing better with João Felix there and just the whole team the way it's meshing, you know. But I have been studying Leicester as well. I don't just want to go on about Chelsea. I've been studying Leicester. I've been studying Arsenal's targets, Newis Tillersman and Maddison. Like they're good, man. If Maddison has a good game, Leicester always do well. Whether it's a draw or like, you know, even a 6-3 or whatever, they always play well. But they do sometimes not show up. I'm hoping we get that Leicester. I'm gonna let you guys talk, man. Me and JP's been rambling on.
yeah.
Nah, man. For me, listen, it's gonna be a good game, man. For me, Chelsea Leicester's gonna be a good game. It wouldn't surprise me if Leicester win, to be fair. But
Do you guys rate Leicester now? They're doing like a mini comeback because in the beginning of the season they were really bad. They're not as bad. I don't think they are. What do you think, Manny?
What was your question? I didn't hear you.
You think Leicester are improved slightly since the beginning? They were really bad in the beginning. Am I not right?
Yeah, Leicester actually a bit of a strange case, OG, because obviously at the beginning of the season they were dreadful. They were rooted to the bottom. Then they had an excellent recovery, which saw them go up to the middle of the table, and now they've just started to sink back down. A little bit like Bournemouth, really, who were dreadful at first, but then under Gary O'Neill they had a magnificent run of form, and then things just started to tail off a bit for them, and sadly so. I just think that once again the squad really needs a bit of an overhaul. I think this could very well be the last season we see of Jamie Vardy with Leicester because look, he still loves the club, he's still prolific, but the problem is he's getting on a little bit, and this could very well be the time when Leicester might need to move on for him and completely overhaul the squad, get rid of some of the players who haven't been performing too well. And, Ryan has made a point there saying that Maddison can always come up with magic at one particular stage, but you can't keep depending on James Maddison to give you the goods. And for sure, when Leicester played us at the King Power, they didn't have Maddison. He was ill. And Tielemans and Vardy only came off the bench, and we were only able to secure a 1-0 win. Leicester, to me, just seem to be a little bit too one-dimensional at the moment. I don't see them finishing very high this season, but they will stay up. They won't get relegated. But, this is the type of game which Chelsea definitely needs to win. It's going to be very important that you succeed where, we were able to succeed and others did. And, you need this if you have any ideas of being able to rise back up the table again, because the prospect of you finishing behind Fulham and Brentford is not something that'll make you happy by any means.
I don't think we will. I don't think we'll finish behind him, but that's a whole nother can of worms, yeah. Leicester, I just don't want it to be, as you guys struggled, 1-0. I don't want a 1-0 win. I really want to, at least get one good win. The Dortmund win was too close, the double penalty. The win before that was even closer. I thought it would be a draw, the Leeds game. I want a big win. Like Potter's, I think his biggest win is 3-0 against AC Milan. He hasn't even hit the 4-goal mark. Come on.
But you see how we've been, as soon as we get that lead, we tend to parked the bus early. It looks like we settled with the 1 goal, or we were just selling to make it through the round. There was times in the Dortmund game we could have gone for the 3rd goal, but it just seemed like they were just waiting to stack the midfield or just make tactical rotations. And just like, is that really what we're trying to rely on right now? It's just do enough to get by with 1 goal and hope the defense holds up. It's just not convincing for me, and I don't know if we can do that with Leicester.
Same, man, and I'll probably start off the numbers now. That's why I do see a 2-1 win. I can see us getting 2 goals, being a bit gassed, and then they get a goal, and it's just a 2-1 win. And the reality is, Potter, even if he's winning, it's scrappy, as he's saying. It's a scrappy win. That's not gonna save him. But 2-1, that's my prediction. What do you think, JP?
If we win, and every time I predicted that we lose, we ended up, winning. So, but if we win, it would be at most a 1-0 win. Right now, I think this might be where, and I told Oris this in the last stream, was that I wish they didn't go off of the let's see what happens in the next 3, because one of those 3 was the Champions League, and we, like I said, we tend to do better in that. I was like, let's just wait 3 Premier League games. Right now we're 1-1. Let's see, and hopefully, if Leicester do the job, this can open up the discussion of like, is Potter still really out, and also what are the owners going to do? Exactly. Or are they already convinced?
Let me go through the comments. Ryan says Brendan Rodgers should be leaving. He's still not convincing as manager. Exactly. Ryan says Potter, I'm afraid, is only able to get scrappy wins at this stage. Interesting. Hashim says we have done so well in games under Potter. However, we just cannot put ball in the net. I noticed this was a problem with Potterable at Brighton FC. And Ryan says, yes, good point, Hashim. Brighton was creating a lot more than Chelsea, but the same outcome. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Both of them make a good point, so it'll be interesting. Sonny, obviously being a bit quiet, so I want to go over to you. Obviously, Leicester, Chelsea. What do you expect? Do you expect a Leicester surprise win, or expect Chelsea to win this game?
I think Chelsea are going to win quite honestly.
Oh.
Leicester, as we know, conceded a lot of goals. I mean, the lads obviously spoke about how but especially with the fact that Chelsea, I'm going to say for Chelsea. I think they've got their back, but again, don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right, he's saying the Chelsea win. All right, appreciate that.
Exactly. But yeah, listen, I'm going to do my prediction, and then obviously we'll get to the others. For me, I'm just going to say, let's say 2-1 Leicester, man. Why not 2-1 Leicester? Footballers hairstylist says Potter won't win 3 Premier League games. Who is this, by the way? Can you say who you are? Because I don't know. I'm probably a new subscriber, but big up to you. But yeah, somebody's doing something. JBT, your score prediction? I don't know if you've given one already.
I'm gonna stick to my. Like I said, I've been saying Chelsea will lose the last 2 games they won, so I'm gonna say Leicester 1, Chelsea 0. Let's see if the streak keeps going.
Exactly. I think Naz. I don't know if he's still there, but yeah, I think Naz said 2-1 Chelsea as well. So yeah, let's just move on. Right. Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest. Obviously, Tottenham, their situation. It's not looking good for Tottenham, man. It really isn't. So knocked down the Champions League. Fans, they're demanding for Pochettino to come back. It's really not looking good for Tottenham. Manny obviously joined back at the same times as we're talking about Chelsea. Tottenham, but Manny, what was your score prediction for Leicester Chelsea?
2-1 to Chelsea.
Fair enough. Now, obviously, where we was before Tottenham Forest. Listen, lads. For Gameweek previews on my channel, I seem to have 3 or 2 Tottenham fans. So we don't have none of them. But can someone explain what's going on with Tottenham, man? It is the history of the Tottenham, says Chiellini, 7 years ago. So I don't know, man. Naz, what do you think is going on with Tottenham?
Oh, I can't believe they smoked their golden era, man. This is like, I just don't understand how a Tottenham side it is at the end of this so-called golden era. You know, they got now lucky. Tottenham got to have Gareth Bale sell for 100 million, invest it decently enough, and then also on the turn get Kane and then do a super buy called Son. There's so much luck, and like it's like I can't believe they screwed this up. You know, and I have this juju theory, which is you need to reach the Champions League finals twice to win it. So next time Arsenal go, they'll win it. Yeah, but Tottenham will never see a Champions League final in their life again. They need to do it at that time. Like that was almost like for me. I could see this day from that day. I was like, oh, one day they're gonna get old. They're not gonna have another Bale or Kane. They're not going to spend hundreds of mils because they're owned by what we call a Levi and a Unic group. They're not going to spend that money. They're deluded. I don't know. Even the revenue they make, they don't invest it properly. They're not going to see. I don't think they make Champions League this season. If they do, it'll be the last time ever. Because after this, I don't see them doing it ever again. From this season onwards, especially if United get bought by Qatar, from this season onwards, and Josh is more or less taking over Arsenal, the son of the Kronk, it's going to be like, everyone's going to have to spend minimum 200 mil on twice, January as well as summer. And then Tottenham are just not going to stay there. They're not going to have another Bell. They're not going to have another Kane. Like, I was never expecting to go far. And someone was tweeting, like, Graham Potter's actually better than Conte in Europe. And I was like, oh my days, I can't believe that. This guy that I've been dissing like crazy is better. And he beat AC Milan 6-0 on aggregate. I know, there's red cards and whatnot. But he beat them 6-0 in the aggregate. While Tottenham, I was like, and we lost to Tottenham another week. But then Tottenham lost to Sheffield. And then it also, like, if they lose against Nottingham Forest, which is also for me just a shit show of a team gathered together, lastminute.com. Like, I used to say, obviously, like, if any of us got a multi-million-pound contract, we'll be laughing by Bugattis. We're not going to leave that contract, right? Like, Potter won't leave his contract. I said Conte is probably the only man in the world, because he used to be a manager that would leave a club. But I don't think he'll leave. I think he wants his money all the way to the end. I don't think there's a manager that's like, you know what, I'm above this. They're like, no, if you're paying me, I will stay here. Because like I thought Conte would leave. I thought, okay, this guy's a multi-millionaire player and a multi-millionaire coach. Like I thought he'd leave. The fact that he's still there means he's just like every other manager. They only get paid to the end of the season or to the end of the contract. So I don't see him staying there, and I see him doing terrible from now on. I'll give my prediction.
Yeah, Tottenham off the pitch, man. Honestly, I don't know if you guys seen, but Tottenham, they're gonna obviously under the stadium, they're gonna build an F1 track. Obviously, Beyonce is gonna perform. Listen, I don't know.
Yeah, BTS.
Tottenham, I don't know what is going on with Tottenham Stadium, man. I think what Levy, all he cares about is the revenue he makes and the money he makes in itself. That's all he cares about. Because for me, it's an absolute shambles that they care more about how much they make rather than investing into the club and obviously backing the manager. But for me, honestly, it's just a shambles. But listen, they're making huge money because don't forget they do boxing as well. Like obviously, Tyson Fury stuff like they do. Yeah, exactly. So they do host a lot of boxing fans. But listen, regardless of football wise, they just don't do anything. So let me go through the comments. Up the Chelsea says, big up OG and JBT.
Big up this guy, man. He's everywhere.
Yeah, he's
every time he sees Chelsea, he's there. Like he's on.
Yeah, he says proper American Chelsea. Big up to you, the Chelsea.
Hey, big up, my brother.
Yeah, Hashim says 1-0 Forest against Spurs. Okay, Ryan says Tottenham will win here 3-0. Harry says the season is done. Harry, where are you, man? Why are you not joining, Harry? Says the season is done for me. Big up to you, Harry. Chelsea fan says Tottenham 4, Forest 0. Ryan says drag Forest down the table would be nice. Exactly. Rock says no. Why you see my quarter? What I was saying, the history of the Tottenham. Harry says doesn't matter which manager we get as long as Levy is here. Exactly.
I'm shocked that Luis Enrique is being linked. I'm like, what? How dare they?
Exactly.
Yeah. He's sought after.
Harry, let me DM you the link. But guys, continue talking about the Tottenham game. Wow, so
your Sanai, do you believe that Luis Enrique would ever go Tottenham?
Who?
No chance. He would go. I don't think Tuchel would go. But there's one thing I've actually realised with Spurs and it's a cycle that happens every single season. And this is obviously this will probably be the last season they ever make Champions League. But this is the pattern I've seen. They'll put all their eggs in the basket of making Champions League. what do they sacrifice? They sacrifice the cups. They don't really challenge for the league, bar the odd season here and there. Players tend to go to bigger clubs. Every single season it happens. They put all the eggs into the Champions League. They obviously lose in whatever Russell lost in round of 16 this time. Now what's going to happen? They're nowhere near any of the cups. They lost to Sheffield. They weren't even in the League Cup. What happens now? Every single season, the same thing happens to Spurs. And now, yeah, you're right. To be had about what's going to be next step for Spurs, because if they don't make the Champions League this season, they're in an even worse position than they next season. So, yeah, this is a nice game for Spurs, though, to be honest with you. I think Forest, they've done well. Navas came in, they picked up a fair few points, but I think this will be a step too. No Lewis, no Tuchel. I think it's Mauricio Pochettino is going to come back to Spurs.
They're going to try to do the Jose thing with Chelsea when he came back to clean up and be the repairman. But and that's the thing. I think that you're right. That I don't think they're going to make Champions League. They shouldn't have really been in Champions League this year. I mean, it's not that they wanted; it's that all slipped, and that's why they just happened to take that last spot. Now, if they and I don't predict that they're going to make top 4 neither. They're going to fail.
Wait, Jimmy, can I stop you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we do have someone special in the back.
Oi, Tottenham fan.
Tottenham fan as well. Hey! Oh man.
Anyways, JBT, sorry, carry on.
I'm ready for the pain.
But you know what? Harry was right though. It's changing the manager is not going to change anything until the same owners are still there. And I always made this statement that there's 2 clubs that I would as a manager try to avoid: Chelsea and Spurs. Chelsea because I know I have to look for a job within 2 years, and then 2 at Spurs because I can't pull off miracles. You guys had Mourinho, you guys had Conte, you guys had good managers, and it's just they still can't pull it off. And it's and with Conte as a Chelsea fan, it's unless you get managers or owners that would give Conte what he wants, no questions asked. It's going to be difficult.
Problem is the club only care about just finishing the top 4 for Champions League revenue. That's all they care about. They don't care about the domestic trophies because I don't know if you guys know, but Mourinho, part of the reason he was sacked is because he wanted to rest players in the league before the Man City game, the final. Mm-hmm. Also, was the issue with the Super League, but one of the factors was that he wanted to rest players in the Premier League for the League Cup final, and Levy and him fell out about that. And of course, the signings thing is always an issue. I mean, he didn't get Kim and Jai for 5 million more than we're willing to pay, and he was like a 10 million euro player or something. I mean, there's a long list of players that Spurs missed out on. Bruno Fernandes was another one that Poch wanted. We got Lo Celso. I mean, Mane, Batshuayi, Wijnaldum was that one window. We missed out on all 3. It's a long list. Jack Grealish. I go on and on.
Do you now understand why I don't want Kane at United now? You understand why I don't want him?
No,
why?
you should still have
you should get him.
No, I don't want him.
Save Kane.
No.
I mean, if Rashford's going to be your all-out striker, then fine. Rashford's doing work over there, but you can't say that Kane is a bad striker.
I do not want Kane.
But is he a bad striker?
Crazy, man.
Is he a bad striker?
He would, bruv, I'd rather go get Osimhen. How about that? Osimhen more younger. For me, listen, this age-wise, we need to stop going for old players, man. Listen, we're always used to. See, let's go back, Cavani and other sorts. We need to stop doing that. I know Cavani and Kane. I'm not trying to compare both of them, no way. But I'm talking about age-wise. Listen, we just need to stop going for that. But listen, I'm not. You guys are acting like if Kane does well, let's say Kane signs for United, I'm gonna be like, no. Listen, if Kane signs for United, then I want him. Fair enough. But for me, he wouldn't be my preferred. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't be my preferred. Maybe Sonny has a different opinion. Maybe that's his preferred sign, but for me, he wouldn't be my preferred.
Oris, the thing with Kane though is that you wouldn't have the possible transition bringing in someone like Osimhen. He's already knows the league. Kane wants to beat Shearer's record. That's another factor. So he'll want to score goals for you, regardless. He wants to win trophies, so he wants to score goals. There's too many pluses for having Kane rather than having someone like Osimhen. Don't get me wrong, I really like Osimhen. I think he's class, but Kane going to United, he'll go in there with the transition will be probably one game for him to slot into that team, and I think he's probably the missing piece for United. Actually, someone like Kane.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Let's go through the comments. After Justice, next Spurs will say they are linked to Zidane. Okay. Yeah. Someone has says Newcastle will overtake Spurs.
Yeah, that's probably true, to be fair.
Ryan says, I know Zidane has been linked with a Prem class, but he doesn't speak English, which may be problematic. Yeah, could say so. Joshua said, hi, Oris, when there is space. Yeah, don't worry, I'll send you a link, mate, don't worry. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. Rocco says, Osimhen turned down Real Madrid. He said he wants to stay. Well, listen, we'll see what happens. Ryan says, Kane will score goals simple. He's only 29. Yeah. Nippon, big up to you, man. Says, big up to you, Nippon. We're doing well. Kane is a Ferguson player. Nippon, I'll send you the link, Barry. Tottenham Forest, Harry, your thoughts.
Well, it's going to be very toxic there tomorrow. I'm going to the game. I'm saying I think it's going to be 2-2 because I think Forest will score, almost guaranteed. But I do think we'll score as well. And it could be Conte's last game. I think if we lose it, Conte will get sacked. But if we draw, I don't know. It's kind of a bit 50-50 whether he'll get the sack or not. But I think if he stays within like 2-3 points of top 4, Levy probably won't sack him. But if we fall away within the next like 4 games, he'll probably sack him. Once he thinks top 4's not reachable, because I'm sure that's the motive and the way Spurs operate. If you don't get top 4, you get sacked, pretty much. That's the way Spurs operate. So I think eventually he will get sacked because I can't see him win every game to the end of the season. So I think eventually he'll get sacked. But as for tomorrow, I'm saying 2-2.
Yeah, Harry, mate, I'm going to disagree with you. I actually think that Tottenham should get their act together and beat Forest 2-1 because, look, I think someone said that, they're just a sort of a team of players that were sort of thrown together, brought left, right, and centre. And somehow they've done enough to stay up in this Premiership season. But they're certainly not going to finish any higher than maybe in the middle of the lower half of the table. And again, their question is, who could possibly score the goals for them? Against Everton, it was Brennan Johnson who did so.
Yeah.
And it's quite pertinent to note that the ex-Manchester United forward, Jesse Lingard, came to Forest with a lot of high hopes and started well enough, but he's tailed off in recent weeks. And one thing I've noticed about Navas is that fine shot stopper, but in the Premiership with so many people bombarding him with crosses, he will struggle. He did struggle against West Ham. And I think seeing how, Tottenham do like to use a lot of set pieces, whether it's corners or whatever, Navas will not have an easy time. I also don't know if Serge Aurier will be fit to make
I think he's playing, yeah.
Aurier?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Aurier's fit enough to play. That's what I heard. Anyway.
Oh, that's good. So he's going to make an emotional return to the Tottenham Stadium.
Because before I came on, I was just doing a short stream with a Forest fan. That's probably why I didn't see the messages. and he told me Aurier's going to play tomorrow, most likely. So
that's going to be nice. I wonder what sort of reception he'll get. But they're just a completely. They're sort of like a bunched together team, as it were. I think Tottenham shouldn't have too much of a problem beating them in theory. The only problem is, and who's playing my...
I think it's Nippon. It might be your thing, the headphones.
Mine's on mute.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm outside at the moment, hence why I'm not showing my face.
Nippon, I really don't know, but every time you join a stream, you're always on the move. You really need to join from a sedentary, stationary location.
Is that your mic?
Because
the colours, that's actually really cool. I just noticed.
Because here's the thing: something tells me that when you're on the move, you're out of breath. You need to calm down and sit down. Yeah.
Anyways, Tottenham Forest predictions. I'm saying 2-0 Tottenham.
2-1 Tottenham.
Yep.
2-0. 2-0 Tottenham as well. They're gonna put a big old super glue over the crack.
If they don't get a result here, the booze.
Conte's gone. I think if we don't win. But...
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's getting quite toxic. There's a lot of people turning on Conte.
Yeah.
Are you Conte out yet, Harry?
No, I'm Conte. Don't care because it doesn't matter what manager we get as long as Levy's here.
Look, if I was a Tottenham supporter, what I would do is just burn the stadium down.
Listen,
Okay.
Beyonce's going to
I
perform
shouldn't really be
soon.
saying that.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce would be happy about that. But...
Burn the stadium down, riot, and then Levy will probably leave.
Listen, you need to do what United fans do. Not have Ed Sheeran singing in your protest. You need to do what United fans do. Enter the pitch and obviously try. Well, obviously I don't promote violence, but what I'm saying is we're coming to protests. You guys need to do something to
I've been to 3 protests, Oris.
When you have Ed Sheeran playing the guitar, this is not a protest, mate.
There's not enough of us there, mate.
It's an angry group more than a protest.
It's you and expressions.
No, expressions. The thing with expressions, right? He says, he's Levy out or something. That's what I was told. But he'll never go there because he gets he gets club stuff. So that's what I heard anyway. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I mean. Someone told me.
I don't think it does anyways.
Banging up.
There's a lot of a lot of ex-players won't say
never know
against
about
Levy
what's going on here.
because they lose their privileges.
Just getting it ready for when Leicester hand us our L.
Wait, are you saying TV now? What's going on? What's going on?
No, he's a drill artist. He's a drill artist. Drop a beat. Chef a man up.
And one on the block.
Right. To be fair, it is cold.
Back to the game. Tottenham versus Forest. I think Harry said 2-2, right?
Yeah, 2-2.
Wow. Sonny, what are you saying for this game?
You
We
mute.
can't hear you.
Are you talking to me?
Sonny, we can't hear you, Sonny.
Right, in the middle. The man in the middle.
Sonny.
I can kind of hear him, but it's
He's got a mic issue.
type your answer in.
Roman Nippon. What are you saying? Tottenham Forest score prediction.
Is it at the City Ground or White Hart Lane?
Is that White Hart Lane? Well, his name called White Hart Lane, but yeah, Tottenham Ground.
I refuse to call it by any other name.
We don't have any sponsors, so I mean, you can't call it.
Way! New sponsor.
I'm going 2-1 to the Lily Whites. Or as Manny would like to call them, Lily Allens.
Lily what? Lily
Manny?
Almonds?
Yeah.
Lily.
What is it?
JBT, what are you saying? Tottenham Forest score prediction.
2-1. This is where Tottenham going to bounce back from that. What they think is an early exit from Champions League. But I think this was what's going to even secure maybe Conte's job until the end of the season, because they're gonna be like, oh no, it's fine. It's we're gonna finish top 4 or try to finish top 4. So they're gonna not win convincingly, but 2-1.
Yeah, I'm still saying 2-0 Tottenham. So let's move on to the next game.
Yeah, it's ironic that the only Tottenham fan here in this group is not even predicting a Tottenham win. I mean, I don't know whether that's
He knows his club.
Unfortunately, I know.
Never, why is the bally off now? Why don't you take it off now? Anyways, let's go back. Right, next game. So this is a big game, Palace versus Man City. Manny, I'm sure you will be a Palace fan.
Yeah.
Do you expect City to drop points, Manny, or do you think City will win?
No, City won't drop points. I think Palace are going through a bit of a slump right now, and there have been some concerns raised about Patrick Vieira's job It's sad, really, because last season I thought he did quite well with the team. Obviously, got them to the FA Cup semi-finals and got them playing a really good brand of football. And certainly, given that we were on the receiving end of a 3-0 shellacking at Selhurst Park, and also very nearly lost at home to him, only for Alex Lacazette to score a last-minute equaliser. We know how well they can play, but this season I think they've been relying a bit too much on Wilfried Zaha. I think some of the acquisitions they brought in haven't really stepped up to the plate as of yet. And it's a question of how they're able to sort of get over that funk and try and move on and try and grind out some wins. And having the defending champions coming over to Selhurst Park is not going to be easy. Now, of course, they did beat City at the Etihad last season, but last season, as I said, was a different kettle of fish. The team was extremely confident, riding quite high, and they were, confident of getting a result, and they did. But this time around, I can't see them getting anything against City. So, in as much as I would love to see Palace prove me wrong and get a win, as much as I have time for Patrick Vieira as a legend of Arsenal and a coach in the Premiership, I just think City have turned a bit of a corner. They're not going to be as sloppy as they were against Nottingham Forest, and I think they will, realise that it is now or never, as Alfie Boe memorably sang during Her Majesty's Diamond Jubilee celebration. So City are going to go all out and win, but again, they're not going to keep a clean sheet. That decision of theirs to get rid of João Cancelo, as I always say, is the perfect example of cutting off one's nose to spite one's face. And the worst part is he's got 3 centre backs at the back, but no real wing backs who can really do the job. He's expecting Bernardo Silva and maybe Kevin De Bruyne to fulfill those roles, and neither of them are adept at doing that. At least when Nathan Ake was part of that back three for Holland in the World Cup, he had Daley Blind, ex-Manchester United, of course, and Denzel Dumfries running down the wings and making a nuisance of themselves. Guardiola doesn't have that. And Guardiola is the type of person who can, I think he's pretty much summed up. He's sort of become a bit of a tinker man. And as I say, this should be his last season at Manchester City anyway. I don't see them winning the Champions League. And even if they were able to win the Premiership this season, it would be probably the worst performing City team of the lot. The way they've dropped points at several points this season, several stages of the season, has been pretty diabolical. And I think Guardiola might need to look to, go elsewhere to try and have a new challenge. I take it the point that he signed a new contract, but hey, contracts are meant to be broken.
Exactly. So
and Ryan sort of confirms that if Pep doesn't win a trophy, he could leave. They still have a decent chance of winning the Premiership, and they're also still in the FA Cup and the Champions League. So technically, the historic treble is still on, but they know in the Premiership they've got an almighty battle against the Arsenal. Woohoo!
So score prediction money for
all I'm going to say is up the Citizen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Mr. Sharma. So, yeah, it should be 3-1 to City. No clean sheet for Edison, but they'll score 3 goals and be done with it. Yep, 3-1.
Fair enough. We do have Joshua here with us. How you doing?
Big up.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for having me on the rest. Listen, this game, Palace, Man City. Well, I expect City to just do what City do, get the job done, 2-0, 3-0. But the problem is they're playing against Crystal Palace. They are playing away, and Palace are kind of a bogey team for City. Even though City should be smacking them 3-4-0, Palace are not going to be an easy game, So, well, I'm hoping for a Palace win, but unfortunately, I can't see it. As much as I want City to bloody lose and just drop points for crying out loud, I just can't see it. So, unfortunately, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Man City. But Palace, listen, if you can do any shithousery or anything to take points off Man City, if it means He's cheating. I don't care. Just do it, please. I'm begging. I'm literally on my knees begging. But honestly, City are bloody too good, so I expect them to win this game.
Yeah, man. I expect it to be a good game, to be fair. But who knows what kind of City turn up tomorrow? Obviously, we're not talking about that much, but obviously with their situation with Kyle Walker, who knows what's going to happen with that? But yeah, man. Listen, here's what it is. But
Kyle Walker just loves controversy, doesn't he? He just can't seem to keep it calm.
He's always been a weird,
Yeah.
he's always been a weird guy, anyways. But I think obviously on the pitch he's very good, but yeah. Ryan says Palace struggle to score goals. Exactly, yeah, they do. Oh, listen, next because this Graham guy, man. He says I predict 7-up. Sorry, I mean famous. Graham, the next stream that you invite me on. Listen, Manny and I. Listen. And then, man, you should go for Graham, man. He's been doing this for me for too much now.
I have a question for you, Rest. Why did you leave my stream so early a few weeks ago when me and Josh were carrying out a
you
cooking
did that on
session?
Saturday when I have my team matches on Sunday, mate. So I had to wake up early, mate. So how about
He's a
this?
coach, to be fair.
You change the time for your podcast to way earlier, so I can have a sleep. Okay. Listen, I don't hide, mate. I literally the match reaction with on my channel for 7-0. So listen, what do you expect me to say?
God.
Listen, when United comes up next, don't worry. But anyways, score prediction. I'm saying 2-0 City, 2-1 City, 2-1 City. Nice, what you saying?
Yeah. I like Vieira, man. I think out of all the proper Premier League players, type managers, from the Sheridan Lampards and Ollie's and Neville's, and he's probably the best one. Probably the best one, better than Lampard. But bogey team or not, I don't see him beating. And this is Gallagher, man. Gallagher was the secret weapon last season, but I'm not going to go into that whole kind of one. I see him losing sadly tomorrow, 3-1. Let's see if he sticks to his job afterwards.
Exactly. JBT?
I'm going to go with a similar scoreline with Manny and I think 3-1. I don't see City keeping a clean sheet versus Palace. And
that's what Naz said.
Yeah. And then just bag in the 3 and maybe even 4, but I'll just keep it at a 3.
Fair enough. Harry, what do you think?
I'm going 4-2 to Man City tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So 16. Nippon?
Okay, I am going Man City 5. It's at Selhurst Park, right?
Yeah.
It's at Selhurst Park, no?
I'm going Crystal Palace 2.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm going Crystal Palace 2. Man City 5.
Oh my goodness.
Holland is going to get a hat-trick.
Fair enough. But that's everyone's prediction. I think, Joshua, you said 2-1 City, right? Or 2-1 Palace, I don't know. Joshua?
You know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. I'm going 2-1 Palace.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going 2-1 Palace, yeah.
The next game that we have...
You're having delusions of grandeur. You're having delusions of grandeur.
I'm the only United fan here, but obviously we do take on Southampton Sunday. But I just wanted to talk about yesterday. Literally, on the group chat, I think someone here was saying workhorse. I don't know what name was it? Workhorse shit or something like that. So Nippon, we have to say now, mate.
How many shots did it take? How many shots did it?
Well, I have to say Nippon now because Weghorst there is back. Weghorst, listen, sign this guy on a permanent transfer. I'd rather sign Weghorst on a permanent transfer than sign Harry Kane. How about that?
What?
Just for his height.
Bro, you mad?
How about that? I'd rather sign Weghorst on a permanent than sign Harry Kane. How about that? How about that, mate? How about that?
Whoa.
But yeah,
Oh
about that,
my
man?
God.
Where goes
Are
for me?
you?
It's
Are
only
you?
about
Hell
base,
about
mate.
that.
That
What
is
are you
the
guys?
biggest
What the hell did you
one
just say?
goal.
It's only about base or else.
What
Calm
you
down,
guys?
mate.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
What
whoa,
did
whoa,
Calm
whoa,
down, bro.
whoa, whoa,
What did
whoa,
I
whoa,
just
whoa.
hear?
Harry, where goes more goals than Richarlison?
But we're talking about Harry Kane, not Richarlison.
True,
Doesn't
true.
matter. Listen, Harry Kane scores his goals. Yeah, stats. He makes stats, but does he win trophies after that? Does he win trophies in those stats?
He's got 18 Premier League goals in the shit Spurs team. What do you expect him to do?
Listen, I expect him to win trophies.
That was Spurs.
What did
That was
Where
Spurs.
goes has won a
run.
trophy
Yes,
for
yeah.
Harry Kane?
Spurs
How
haven't
about
won a
that,
trophy for
mate?
15 years.
All I'm saying is,
um?
from what I've seen with
Oh,
records,
sad.
yo,
Can I butt in, please?
go on.
Wouldn't it be so Tottenham-like to sell Harry Kane to Man United, and then they end up winning a trophy?
Who, Harry Kane?
Yeah, what would happen?
Well,
Harry, listen, for
what?
me, I do not want Harry Kane. I'm sick.
Why do you not
Listen,
want Harry
with
Kane?
United fans, half of them want Harry Kane,
Why not,
half of
man?
them want
Why
Mbappe.
not? He's world class,
Half of
bro.
them want
You'd
Mbappe, half
rather
of them want Harry Kane. I don't want both of them, man. Mbappe attitude is dreadful. Kane, for me, he has a loser mentality, man. It's the mentality
But
wise
they both world
for
class.
Kane.
I know both
He has a
goals.
loser mentality, man. He doesn't
They're
turn up,
both
man.
baggy
Speak
goals.
to Mourinho, man.
What do you want me to speak to Mourinho for, man? Harry Kane
Mourinho
doesn't
was
want...
like, he loved Kane.
Yeah, so what? I don't care about Mourinho, man.
What do you mean Mourinho knows what he's talking about?
You know Harry Kane as well, mate.
Come on, man. The special one. The special one.
For me,
How can
listen,
you not want Harry Kane? I don't understand. It's like,
because
it's
I
like
have other priorities. Harry. I want Osimhen. I want Osimhen. That's what I want. Osimhen,
What's
Vlahovic.
the priorities now? What?
I've
priority.
Vlahovic. This guy.
Vlahovic for me. Vlahovic or Osimhen. Osimhen for me. That's a very possible signing for United, in my opinion. It's very possible. Obviously, he did say Osimhen. There was a quote this week saying that he's doing his best to play in the Premier League. So
Doing
listen,
his best. Oh, okay.
yeah, Harry Kane. I'm still
And
waiting
you're
for Harry
not
Kane to
fighting for
lift the
the
trophy.
Premier League title, so why?
Because Harry
did you
Kane is a
come to
boss,
United,
man. I
mate?
don't want to hear it from any of you, man. Harry Kane is a boss, man. We do not need that at Man United. He's 29, too old, in my opinion.
He's too old.
Too old.
Yes,
He's too old.
How's
But
Sabitzer,
he'll
though?
listen.
Isn't Sabitzer like 27, 28?
27.
Yeah, so it's
But
only
I'm
2 years
talking
difference.
about
How old is
striker
Casemiro?
wise. Striker
Casemiro's
wise.
like
How old
30,
is
isn't he?
Casemiro? How old is Varane? How old is David De Gea?
I am
Like,
talking
all
about
in their
striker
30s, man.
wise.
Come on.
Striker wise, we need to stop going for these long aging guys, man.
Long
Kane
aging.
29. Listen, Cavani. Remember Cavani, man? What was he? Cavani was like 34, 37 when I don't know, 36 when he was it. So we need to stop going for that. We need to go for youngers. We need to go for younger and
No,
more
but
experienced.
Oris, Cavani
Youngest,
actually did
youngest.
Cavani did a really
Give
good job for you lot. You
it
can't
I
deny
like
did.
that.
Yes, he
Cavani,
did.
man. He did
I like
well at
Cavani. Yeah,
United.
of course I like Cavani.
Passing the
Game in to it. I loved him, man. I loved him. So
Give it to Eddie. Come
it's
on,
just Spurs fans
Baller.
copying our chant. Obviously, they use that on Kuleveski now, so just classic Spurs fans copying our chant. But listen, we do take on Southampton on Sunday. And yeah, listen, I'm going for 4-0 United. I'm confident 4-0
I
Man
think it's going to
United.
be 4-0 Southampton anyway. But anyway.
It won't be. It won't be. We're not Spurs, don't worry. We're not Spurs. But
I'm
yeah,
joking.
listen, 4-0
Yeah,
Man United.
man.
I think Rashford's going to score. I think Weghorst's going to score again. I think Bruno's going to score, and I think Anthony's going to score. So listen, 4-0. I expect a clean sheet. Listen, I'm not scared of Southampton. I know. Listen, what was it? We beat them what? 8? No, I think we beat them 9. Did we beat them 9-0? Or I don't know. I think we beat them 9-0.
No, that was Leicester. That was Leicester City who did that, not you.
No, but we did beat Southampton similar.
That was my as well, mate.
When on the Ralph Hassan.
Yeah, 9-0. It was 9-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 9-0.
On the Ralph Hassan. Yeah, exactly. 9-0. They had Ralph Hassan. Yeah, look. Yeah, 9-0. Yeah, they had the red card at the beginning, so we did beat them 9-0. But listen, 4-0 United, I'm expecting. Listen, obviously, great win from yesterday against Real Betis. People say, but it's only Real Betis. They literally got a draw against Real Madrid 0-0, so they are a very good team. And Pellegrini, for me, he has done bits for Real Betis for me. So 4-0 United against Southampton.
He's gone.
Right. I think he's joining back. Don't worry. Manny, your prediction. Obviously, you wanna do I reply to my thoughts about Weghorst over Kane?
Yeah, 3-1 to Manchester United.
Wait.
Southampton will score again, even if it's only a James Ward-Prowse free kick. That might be the best way. I think De Gea will certainly struggle when it comes to those set pieces. But and listen, any Arsenal fans who see it fit to mock United for celebrating that win, let me remind you, we had an own goal to secure a draw against Sporting Lisbon, who aren't anywhere near as good as Real Betis. So Arsenal fans who are still doing that need to try and wind their necks in. As far as Weghorst versus Kane is concerned, look, Weghorst, I've always said, is really at his best when he is a target man coming off the bench. 6'5", 6'6", nightmare in the penalty area when there's a corner. That is when he's at his most effective. But to play him as a frontline striker is just utter silliness. Irish fans will remember how Niall Quinn used to play that role. And
what is this Weghorst slate, man? He's doing well, man. He's doing well.
How many goals has he scored since signing for the club?
Listen, he's won a trophy before you guys. He's won a trophy before you guys. About that, Manny?
Okay, all right. Calm down, son. Calm down. We're still top of the league, as Joshua would say.
Okay.
And,
are you going to win the league, Manny? Are you going to win the league?
No. Here's the thing. All I will say right now is you ought not to mock us, but we know that we have some problems. We can't afford to take anything for granted. But with Manchester United still third, as I've said, people who live in glass domiciles should not be throwing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Joshua, you're level.
But in addition, now segueing back to the question of Weghorst against Kane, 29 years old is not old for a striker. And the thing about certain strikers is that as they get older, even if they don't may not be as quick as they used to be, their positioning sort of makes up for it. I think someone mentioned in the chat that Kane would have been Edward Sheringham 2.0, and obviously Harry will remember Teddy
Sheringham. Yeah.
He didn't like being called Edward. I remember that, so that's why I call him Edward as well, to sort of cheese him off. But he was one of those strikers who was never very quick, but his positioning more than made up for it. And he did a more than good job for Manchester United as well as Tottenham. So Kane's about 29 years old. He's that type of striker who can obviously adapt his game to, maybe his decreased speed. But at 29 years old, there's no talk of decreasing speed. So he might not have won a trophy with Tottenham Hotspur, but there's the small matter of being England's record goal scorer, and over 50 goals for his country. And you can mock that by saying most of them have been against, the dross of Europe and elsewhere. But still, but you've still got to score.
Germany is a dross team. I wouldn't say Germany is a dross team.
Well, I mean, given how they've been performing in recent tournaments, I think we can now safely say that they're nowhere near the level of the 2014 class. They've completely fallen off the radar since 2016-ish. That was the last time they made a semi-final of a major tournament, and we all know what happened to them in the major. But what I'm saying is, don't knock Harry Kane.
I'm not spending over 100 million on him. That's what I'm saying. I'm not spending over 100 million. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, if you don't,
it's not your money though.
Yeah, if you don't want to,
but it's the club's money, man.
It's Qatar money.
If you don't want to listen, if you don't want to spend that much money on him, that's your prerogative. It's the same attitude that we had when it came to buying either Mikhailo Mudryk or Moses Caicedo. We decided not to shell out that money, and we got Leandro Trossard and Jorginho Frello. So, it's up to you, but don't knock Harry Kane. In fact, I'll tell you what, with his Arsenal. Besides, I'll tell you one thing. Given his Arsenal connections, if I were asked to choose between him and Eddie Nketiah, I wouldn't mind having Harry Kane at Arsenal. Because I told you, Eddie Nketiah isn't even good enough to play for Accrington Stanley.
What?
Who are they?
What?
It's controversial.
What? No. I'm having this.
Kane for
way.
Arsenal.
What?
I am not.
No,
Listen,
man.
Are you crazy?
if someone
I
gave me
think
two
one you're
options,
crazy, not
Come
one
on,
Kane
man.
and
if
Rice
someone
to
gave me
Arsenal.
two
Why
options
not,
of
man?
Osimhen
Kane and
or
Rice.
Kane, I am picking Osimhen. If someone gave me two options for Osimhen and Kane, I'm going for Osimhen. Anyways,
That's your prerogative.
yeah, it's my
Just,
prerogative.
just
Anyway.
if you don't win the league next
I'm
year, don't
sorry.
blame me when I told you that Harry Kane was better.
Listen, you said City were gonna go on a team game run, so
I'm picking Harry Kane because
what
he's
happened to that? Harry? What
proven.
happened to-
Oh,
Anyways,
you man.
Man United Southampton. Yeah, I already said mine 4-0. Money.
3-1. Ward-Prowse to score for the Saints, and then let me say Rashford, maybe Bruno, and then I want to say Anthony with a goal.
Fair enough. Naz.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well. Ward Prowse. I have some kind of set piece though. I'll get a cheeky goal somehow, but I don't see Walkhouse scoring again. I do see like 11-2-3-1 win.
Respect my striker, man.
World Weghorst is now back to being World Weghorst shit.
Oh yeah, more goals in the press. JBT, your score prediction
One goal. He has scored one goal.
and one
And
more
now you're
trophy.
giving it the big
One more trophy. JBT.
Doesn't mean he's a
Sharma,
better
let
player.
me remind you. You've got Kai Havertz up front again. I've told you, people who live in glass domes should not be throwing projectiles.
Okay.
Trash versus garbage. Trash versus garbage.
Listen? Start with this. Where I go. I'm honestly second time, man. If you guys were 90 minutes,
How many shots did he have
you
in
will
that game?
understand. Let me speak.
He scored
You will
one
understand
goal
what
after
Weghorst
having all
does.
the Brazilian
He brings
shots.
attackers more in. His link-up play is brilliant. Also gives 90 minutes. Was full on pressing, man. He was pressing for 9 minutes. Listen, Ronaldo, mate. Ronaldo didn't do this.
You put him on the game. That's the problem.
Wait, you were calling a Burnley flop better than Ronaldo?
He's not the Burnley flop anyways.
I've heard it
All this thing of Burnley.
I've heard it all now.
No, he's not even a Burnley reject because what is he meant to do on the Sean Dyche? Burnley.
Sean Dyche is a good manager, man. Don't diss.
Sean Dyche, I know.
Well, yeah, JBT, sorry, your score prediction.
I'll just keep it quick. I'm going 3-1 United. I guess I think it's in unanimous that anyone was predicting anyone to score for Southampton is going to be James Ward-Prowse. I'm guessing off a free kick, and then for United it's going to be Rashford, Fernandes, and Garnacho. And also, I would still say that if you're saying that Weghorst is better than Kane as well, that doesn't. I don't know how that makes. And also, but your age logic doesn't make sense because he's older than Kane.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
But no,
Weghorst.
from what I've seen between them two,
All you need to see is his birth certificate. That's all you need to see.
Bro, for what I've seen from these two, I've been more impressed. I've been more impressed by Weghorst.
What? But imagine a Kane instead of a
What the hell did Kane do against in the Champions League?
Kane is playing with weights to his ankles with Paul Spurs. He can't do it over there.
Harry, where was Kane Wednesday where he had to score? Where was he? Where he had to score against?
Mate, you can't score like United around him. He had like 2 chances the whole game.
Kane, listen.
But I get what you're saying that Osimhen over Kane, yes, because the potential is there, but at least you don't have to worry about Osimhen trying to adapt to
exactly.
That's the only thing. But that's a gamble you had to take if you want.
At this moment in time, Man United need the Finnish article.
And we do.
And that's not about Weghorst shit.
And you're still saying, listen, I don't know what
he's not playing bad. He's not playing bad under 10.
That's fine. Maybe he has to score 30 goals in every single match for you guys, for him to convince you guys. But listen, Weghorst, I've been impressed by him, man. I love him. I have loved him so far. Listen, there's no. Obviously, Liverpool game. Listen, Liverpool game, everyone was shit. So Liverpool game, yes, had a bad game, but not every player is gonna have a good game.
He wasn't good in the Betis game either.
Yes, he was.
How many shots was he missing though before he scored that one goal?
Harry,
was he supposed to score like in the first 5 minutes?
We still got Arsenal to talk about.
I'm saying 3-1 to United, the same as everyone else.
Is Weghorst going to score, Harry?
No, it'll be Rashford hat trick probably.
Okay, fair enough. Joshua.
Is he ignoring you?
My prediction
I think
is
he's been behind.
Man United 0, Southampton 2. And let me just bring on my my Arsenal right here.
Oh,
United 0.
That's some crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I thought you were going
taking
to
the
do?
mickey.
I thought you were going to pull
I'm
out like
saying-
a
Alright, so it's
Southampton
2-1 Man United.
Yeah,
Nippon,
that's
quickly,
what I was
Nippon.
saying.
Nippon, what's the
I'm
score prediction?
joking. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm playing. Listen,
Go on.
my score prediction is going to be a comfortable, easy win for United. 5-0. Right, that trick. 5-0. And Weghorst
Nippon,
get a
score
brace.
prediction.
5-0.
Nippon, quick,
5-0
man.
United. 5-0
Okay.
United. Weghorst to get a brace and Rashford to get a hat trick.
Okay.
I would love
agree
Vegas.
with. I'm
Go on.
gonna agree with the 5 goals, but I'm not gonna agree with the clean sheet.
Who's watching?
Mate.
What?
I'm going.
Turn that P hub off.
I'm going Man United 5, Southampton 2. Rashford will get a hat trick, and despite the fact that I slated him
Guy.
continuously through the stream,
Yeah.
I think Wout Weghorst will score.
Nice.
Guys, big up, man. I'm out,
You wanna show
man.
your socials?
We'll
Big
do
up,
it next
man.
week,
Big
hopefully,
Big
man.
up, man. Big up, man.
Take care, everyone, man.
Take care.
Big up.
Big up, man. Big up, man.
Cheers, OG.
Nice. Cheers, man. Cheers. Big up to you. Right, last game of the stream: Fulham versus Arsenal.
Oh,
Money. Are you winning? Are you gonna drop points? What's going on?
Come on, you got it.
We need to treat this game like a cup final. I
Fulham.
am predicting a 2-1 Arsenal win. But
Fulham.
Come on.
Come on, Fulham!
Someone's gonna kick you off the bus, Nippon, if someone.
yeah, I'll tell you one thing. The day
quite near Brentford.
I'm
on the 1-1-10 bus going towards Hounslow bus station.
Oh man!
Thank you
That
for
is
giving
late
your
for you, mate.
precise location. Thank you
But
very much.
I'm saying, but here's the thing: that when you see a Chelsea fan cheering for Fulham and/or Brentford, you know that Chelsea have hit rock bottom, or they really hate Arsenal that much.
I do. Look. The only team I hate more than Arsenal is Celtic.
Oh, okay, can we just relax now? Right, Manny, obviously your thoughts. Do you think Arsenal?
I said it. We should have a win 2-1, but it's not going to be easy. We could end up fielding a bit of a patched up team because we have a few injured or sick players, and this is another example of how the lack of foresight in the transfer market has come back to hurt us. I really don't know if Gabriel Jesus is fit. I don't think he'll be back for this game. It would be a miracle if Jesus or Jesus were to come back before Easter, because normally Easter is when Jesus gets resurrected anyway.
Normally, yeah.
So apologies to any Jewish fans out there, people out there, by the way. Fulham also are a team that don't really impress me much, to be honest, because they've gone through a bit of a dry spell right now. Obviously, they were beaten 3-1 by Brentford in another West London clash, and they seem to depend a little bit too much on Mitrovic getting the goals. I'm not too sure what they can offer apart from that. I don't really think. Aside from maybe Willian, who of course played for both Arsenal and Chelsea, I don't really see any other player having the potential to truly.
Sorry, carry on.
I don't really see any other player having the potential from Fulham to take the game by the scruff of the neck and take it to us. So I'm confident that we should win. Cautiously confident, I might add. But I will say that it's going to be a difficult game.
Exactly, yeah, it will. So score prediction, Money?
I said it, 2-1 to the Arsenal. It will be Mitrovic to score for Fulham, or it could be Willian, but we will hit back with a goal from Gabriel Martinelli, and I want to say a typical Shaka Boom strike.
Would you like to see Jesus start, or would you want him on the bench?
Well, if he's fit, I'm not going to rush him back, but he should definitely come on for the last 20 or so minutes. Him over Nketiah any day of the week and twice on a Sunday. Because you know what I think about Eddie Nketiah. He's not even good
You
enough to
love him,
play for.
man. You love him.
No,
It's
he's not
quality,
even good
man.
enough to play for Accrington Stanley.
He won't
Who
leave.
is he?
Joshua, man, another Arsenal fan. Just don't waffle. Just say your thoughts and then score prediction. Joshua?
I think he's delayed for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry. Well, listen. Versus the fucking league. Yeah. Listen, win the league. You get me? Second of all, yeah. 3-0. Yeah. We're gonna come to Craven Cottage, pack them 3-0, and then leave. Yeah. Give me 3-0 dub. I'm going to go for Saka to score a brace and Martinelli to score as well. So they're going to clean sheet. And then Sporting, second leg, Emirates. Can't wait. Oh, wait, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
But, listen, listen, this game, right, is going to be, game is going to be up this game. So listen, whatever happens in the City game is going to impact us. If Palace manage to take points of City, then listen, Saka, everyone's going to be. Listen, I'm praying for Palace to win, and listen, Arsenal 3-0 down, man. North London forever. What?
Okay.
Relax.
Right.
I'm saying, man.
I'm gonna say 1-1, but I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal win this game. Because bear in mind, listen, if you play Saka for this game, then he's gonna have to play the second leg for the Sporting game. So Arteta's gonna have to think a lot.
This is how I know everyone is scared of Arsenal. Right? This is how I know everyone's scared of Arsenal. Everyone's shook of Arsenal. It's just evident. It's just so evident.
JBT, your score prediction?
It's gonna be hard to predict anything other than an Arsenal win. It's gonna be tough. I mean, looking at Fulham at home, they've only lost twice since right before the World Cup, and the last loss came in the end of January versus Spurs. Other than that, the loss came before was United. It'll be difficult, but if they pull some home field magic, it'd be 2-2. But I see it maybe really as a 2-1 to Arsenal.
Harry?
2-2.
Nippon?
Mitrovic double.
Nippon, don't give me some crazy score.
Mitrovic, Willian.
Mitrovic and Willian, yeah.
Obviously, I want Fulham to win, but I'm going to be realistic here. I had nothing but facts. 2-1 to the scum.
Which one?
Which one?
See? You lot are shit, bruv, yeah?
Okay, 2-1 to Woolwich.
2-2 or 2-1 Fulham. You lot are scared. Yeah, I can sense it.
I literally predicted an Arsenal win. Okay.
You're scared. Yeah, you're scared.
I just don't want you guys to win the league. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that keeps me going.
Listen, Harry, you want us to win the league.
Harry, man. Come on. I love it. It's cry more. Shut up, Morris, man. This guy, man.
I think I'm a bit behind Joshua, but that's fine.
Okay. Would you ever? Here's a question for you. Harry said he doesn't want Arsenal to win the league. Would you ever want Tottenham to win the league, Josh?
It's quiet. Either it's delayed or it's delayed.
Mate. Wow, I don't want to win the league. No. I'm gonna listen. All right, listen. I'm gonna. I'd rather Chelsea win the league. I'd rather Man United win the league. I'd rather Man City do a three-peat. I'd rather Newcastle win the league. I'd rather get relegated than see Tottenham in the league. Why would I want to? I'd rather get relegated. I'd rather
That's why Harry said he would never want Arsenal to win the league.
Exactly. Right. Let's end the number because before I get way too much. So.
Whoa! If we win the league,
who's asleep? Oh.
So, what time?
Who's having socials?
Yeah. Socials. I'm glad you came to me first because I'm glad we're ending the stream as well. Socials. Catch me on Twitter, Thungatherow1981. Instagram, Manny Thungatherow1981. YouTube channels. First of all, big up to Oris. Norris Talks Football. Always happy to come on these streams as a co-host. Big up as well to Del Boy Gunner TV, S. Wheatley TV, Oris Talks Football. I already mentioned that. AFC Talk Show TV, Coach's Corner, Tony Claude Gunner TV, Danny AFC TV, Up the Cherries in All Departments, which is a Bournemouth fan channel. Bailey Francis TV. I've been doing a lot of work with him lately, and it's good fun with him. And there are several other channels as well, which I don't know if I'll be able to mention them in my sleepy stupor, but all of these channels are quite special to me. And without further ado, although we see a lot of banter on these streams and a lot of these friendly rivalries, at the end of the day, football is a game, and we need to make sure that we take away the rivalry and become better friends, treat each other better. Football is just a game at the end of the day, and let's make sure we respect one another. So, in addition, thanks a lot to everyone who's contributed in the chat and who's watched this video. You're the ones who make this video what this is and make the channel what it is. And nothing much else left to say. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit drowsy, but I guess when you get to my age, you really want to sleep more than anything else. A lot of people can testify to that. So without further ado, thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone. Big up to the panelists. Enjoy the football. Enjoy your weekend. Don't do anything that the six of us wouldn't do. And for now, I'm out for the count, peeps.
Big up money, man. As always, JPT.
Yeah, you can find me on the Out of Time podcast. If not, you can find me on Orsox Football, Luca AFC, Tony Clark on TV, Coach's Corner. I'm same thing with Manny here. I'm already. You see me yawning during the stream. It's only 4:30 my time, and I'm already wanting to take a nap. But I'm gonna be on a stream for Jordan Hyman LFC TV in about 90 minutes. So yeah, catch me there. But Oris, thank you again, and of course, make sure to subscribe to everybody. Follow them on their socials, and big up everybody.
Yeah, JPT, man. Obviously, you just came back straight away from Lucas stream, so up to you. Harry, where can we find you?
All right. Please subscribe to Hasper TV. If you want to see me rambling about Tottenham and Levy, go follow me at Hasper92. You can find me on Oris's channel. You can find me on Coach's Corner or Chelsea's Corner, when we'll call it now. And I'm on View from the South a lot after post-match, so I go on there quite a bit. Yeah, with Marlon's channel, so big up Marlon. And big up to everyone on this channel, and Levy out.
Exactly, man. Big up Barry as always. Hopefully he's not behind now. Josh?
Listen, big up to RS. Thank you, bro, for having me on. But listen, the first thing I want to say is rest in peace, Stephen. You know, literally that guy was just a legend, you know, for all of us. And honestly, I'm gonna miss that guy, man. I'm gonna miss him. Yeah, he's just honestly he's just a legend, man. But honestly, he's now in a safe place. And honestly, rest in peace, bro. My socials, you can find me on Instagram, Bias TV1. You can find me on YouTube, Bias TV. I'm also on Twitter as well. I'm Bias_TV. I'm literally everywhere. Also, big up to Bailey. Yeah, big up to him. Big up to Arrest. Big up to Coach's Corner. Big up to Manny. Big up to Harry as well, even though I fucking hate Tottenham. Big up to Nippon. Big up to Nippon, even though he's the most deluded fan I've ever met.
Hey, what about JPT, man?
Yeah, big up to JVT as well. Big up to Luca, big up to Miss Melina. Big up to Luca, big up to Miss Melina, big up to Devils United. Big up to everybody that has made YouTube fun. And honestly, listen, this channel here is the best football channel on YouTube. Yeah, everyone subscribe to Arrest Football. If not, then twat. Just subscribe to us, man.
Yeah, obviously there are other channels, but nah, it's good comment. But
no,
listen,
come on, it is, man, it is. Step
by step, we'll see what happens. But listen, people seem to love my match reactions every time United lose. So I might as well after United lose, I might as well make a match reaction straight away. Lippin, let them know where they can find you. Sorry, where goes Tater?
He's on mute.
You're on mute, Nippon. Nippon, you're on mute.
Well, you can find me on the 1110 bus. Jokes aside, you can find me on NS Sports TV and the British Lifestyle Blogger on Instagram. Sorry, on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram at Nippon. Nippon with 4 I's and 3 U's. And on Nippon Reviews, I think I can't remember my other one right now. And you can find me on Twitter at the Nippon Showmo.
Big up, man. Big up Nippon. We'll see where goes Tatus. Big up to you. Big up the channel, man. Big up the comments. Big up everyone. Great stream. Really, really enjoyed it. So big up everyone. Make sure you guys do smash the likes. Go follow each other's socials, go follow their socials, and yeah, man. Obviously, listen. Obviously we haven't done a stream in a while, so yes, today we are back. So next stream, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do one on Sunday. Match reaction for Man United Southampton. So make sure you guys do tune in for that.
Especially
so yeah,
if United lose, like you said. If United lose, then.
Well, listen, if United win, I'll still do it anyway. So.
I'm saying we're more interested if United lose.
Oh, listen, if United lose, the thing is. Win match reaction like what 5 to 10.
What's your beef with Man United, Harry?
I'm not got beef. It's just that he said it was brilliant when you guys lost.
Yeah, I know. My 30 to 50 views. When we win, it's like 5. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. Make sure you guys also check out Harry doing a rant on other Spurs channels.
I lost my shit on the Wednesday. On Thursday, sorry, last night I think it was. Yeah.
Podcast going to be by Boost NS Sports TV and pick up. We are out. Get back to where they go.